One of our family's favorites, cabbage stew, and so easy. Hey, I'm Dana McNeill, and I love coaching, and I love guiding you through how to make life easier, healthier, and how to have food that's good for you and simple. Now, I'd love for you to subscribe and like everything on my YouTube channel. But first, I want to introduce you to my man, John McNeill. And cabbage stew is his specialty. I always have him make this because he makes the best. Let's start off with some ingredients. First of all, always go with organic grass-fed ground beef. We're going to use, in this case, 2 pounds. And we're going to use other ingredients, and all of these you can buy from any of your local grocers. So 1 head of cabbage, 2 sweet onions, some minced garlic. You can use fresh if you'd rather, or if you have time, and then some tomato sauce and some diced tomatoes. In this case, we're using Hunt's All Natural. I'd rather it be organic, and I'd rather it not be in a can, but you know, sometimes we just have to use what we have to use. So we're going to start off, and we're going to need a little bit of water. I'll show you that later. We're going to start off by just browning our ground beef. So just get it started, and then we're going to go over and start cutting up our onion. So once it's starting to brown, let's go get that onion cut up real quick. You can do this ahead of time, and make sure you get the peel off. Of course, we all have our way of doing it. John's way is his way. And then we're going to dice this all up. You don't have to get it too small, but just small enough. And then we're going to put this over into the pan. You can see the ground beef is starting to brown, but not fully browned. And then we're going to just give this a little stir, and then of course add in our garlic. John or I, neither one really measure, but I'd say this is about a tablespoon. You can use fresh, like I said, if you'd rather. And then we're going to add in some salt and pepper. So a little bit of natural sea salt. You can use Himalayan pink salt if you'd rather. And this is probably a good teaspoon of salt. You may have put a little bit more. And then black pepper, I'd say maybe close to, I don't know, a couple teaspoons, a tablespoon, whatever you're liking. Salt and pepper to taste. And then stir all of that up with the garlic. We're going to add in a little bit of garlic powder as well, just to give it an extra bit of garlic flavor. And then we're going to also add just a little bit of cayenne pepper. So just a dash. That's plenty. Okay, so let me just take you back to show you the ingredients of the canned goods that we're using. So as you can see, because they're natural, diced tomatoes, tomato juice, less than 2% of salt, then citric acid and calcium chloride. Yeah, it's better if you can and puree and do your own tomatoes and all of that, or get from your local farmer. But you know, sometimes we just have to use what we have to use. Canned goods are never the best choice, but when you have to use canned, at least go natural and try to go organic if possible. So we're going to add 2 cans of the diced tomatoes, and then 1 smaller can of the tomato sauce. Stir that up. Here's the sauce. And then just that little bit of water, just to get all that sauce out. And yep, that's a half a cup. Just fill the can up. Not that essential, but it's perfect in measurement. And then go ahead and chop up the cabbage while your sauce is simmering. So he's cooking this sauce on medium high, but once you've got everything mixed up, about this time that everything's in there, including your tomatoes, you can turn it down to about medium. Let it just start kind of simmering. Cut up this cabbage. And you want this, cut up pretty small, not big, huge chunks. You want it to be bite-sized chunks. Add it all in the top, and then we're just going to put the lid on this and let that cabbage just steam. So you're not going to stir it in with the sauce. Then you're going to come back once it's gotten good and steamed, and then you're going to give it a good stir, mix it all up. You can let it cook a little bit longer. Steaming took maybe about 10 minutes, if that, and then we're going to let this cook maybe about 15 minutes longer. This is a very quick and easy dish to make, and it makes a lot, and it's easy to freeze. All right. So once that has continued to simmer a little bit, come back and it's all done. It should look just like this and it's ready to get plated up. Delicious. So I hope that you enjoy and give yourself a nice hearty serving of this. Cabbage is so good for you, and hope you enjoy. See you next time. Check out my next videos. I'd love, again, for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Thank you.